Hands into plowshares, turn our swords. Nation shall learn war no more. Hands into plowshares, turn our swords. Nation shall learn war no more. Let everyone meet the vine and fig tree, shall live in peace and unafraid. Let everyone meet the vine and fig tree, shall live in peace and unafraid. Hands in the plowshares, turn their swords. Nation shall learn war no more. Hands in the plowshares, turn their swords. Nation shall learn war no more. Thank you. All right, enough of my singing, huh?
Well, good old George Bush did it again, right? He goofed. You know, he reminded us that in many ways the Iraq War is like the Vietnam War. And in doing that, one of the unexpected consequence of that is that he caused some of us Vietnam veterans to dust off some of our old stuff, which may be appropriate. I have some very quick poems to read you. This is one entitled On War Memorials. It was written in the late 70s before Maya Lin did her amazing memorial for Vietnam veterans in Washington, D.C. It was written in the expectation of a usual war memorial, which would be some kind of phallic imperial symbol. It's entitled On War Memorials, and the we in this poem are Veterans for Peace. Corporate America, be forewarned. We are your karma. We are your Orion rising in the night sky. We are the scorpion in your jackboot. Corporate America, be forewarned. We will not buy your bloody parades anymore. We refuse your worthless praise. We reject your war memorials. Corporate America, be forewarned. We will not feed you our bodies, our minds, our children anymore. Corporate America, be forewarned. If we have our way, and we will, the real war memorials will rise from your ashes. Then in the early 80s, I joined a number of Veterans for Peace members who left to go down to Washington, D.C. to protest our government's policies in Central America and to acknowledge a true hero, a member of Veterans for Peace, Charlie Litkey. Charlie Litkey won the Congressional Medal of Honor in Vietnam as a chaplain when he saved the lives of at least 20 or 25 American soldiers. But he's a true hero to me because he's the only person in American history to turn in the Congressional Medal of Honor on the steps of the Capitol in protest against our country's policies in Central America, against the war. This one's entitled The Wall. The first time I saw the wall in Washington, D.C., I was accompanied by the founder of Veterans for Peace, Jerry Donacio, whose brother's name is on that wall. And I wrote this poem on the bus ride back. It's titled The Wall. Descending into this declivity dug into our nation's capital by the cloven hoof of yet another one of our country's tropical wars, slipping past the names of those whose wounds refused to heal, past the panel where my name would have been, could have been, perhaps should have been, down to the wall's greatest depth where the beginning meets the end, I kneel and stare through my own reflection beyond the names of those who died so young, and know now that the wall has finally found me, 58,000 yard stairs that fixed on me as if I were their pole star, as if I could guide their mute testimony back into the world, as if I could connect all those dots in the night sky, as if I could tell them the reason why. Bit wet. Two more poems, this is it. Two quick ones.
Don't be quick. Keep going. Read them slowly. We want to hear every word.
Okay,
Brilliant.
you guys are kind. This poem is written for Judy, who's the woman whom I married, who met me when I returned from Vietnam in San Francisco. And we hitchhiked across the country for about 3 weeks. And I deprocessed some of that experience. And if I have a modicum of sanity, I owe it to her. And this is entitled Survivor's Manual. If your arms and legs are still intact, you are a survivor. If tall meadow grasses still delight you with their sudden pheasants, you are a survivor. If the faces of passing children remain the faces of passing children, you are a survivor. If your nightmares will wait for the night, you are a survivor. If you can find your way back into someone's love, you are a survivor. And finally, a poem I wrote for my son as he turned 13, and his friend David. My son's name is Josh. This is for Josh and David turning 13. The we in this poem are Vietnam veterans. If we were ancient shamans, now would be the moment we choose to give you shelter from the coming storm. But we are merely survivors of suburbs and cities, not forest nor mountain. Modern men offering you our silences, our words, to guide you going out on your own. That we have known for years now that the silence of our fathers will not do. And we have found that words alone cannot be the sacred knives you need to bleed you free of your raging doubts. So listen up to what we have found in our own silences. Open up your fists. Watch women move. Scorn uniforms. Don't march. Dance. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug Rawlings.